Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Film Knobs Pod, a loose movie discussion and film review podcast hosted by me and a couple of other big, dumb, stupid idiots. Say hi, fellow Film Knobs.
Hey.
I'm an idiot.
Nice. There we are. We're all here today. Today, actually, a very momentous day, very special day. We will be discussing our favorite single location films of all time, our literal favorites. We have a number one that we're all going to talk about, and then we're just going to shoot off some other fun ones that didn't exactly make it, but we had fun watching. At least there's a lot of these that I've seen. I didn't really have to prep too much for this episode.
I did no
prep, just to flex on y'all.
Yeah, we figured in honor of COVID-19, with everyone being locked inside of a fucking room, why not do single location movies? Why not talk about them?
Yeah, that was Bowden's reasoning. It's fucking genius, honestly. It's hilarious. So what we're going to be doing first is introing Bowden. I think Bowden wants to start, as always, with his...
Why am I always the one?
Bowden leading the cavalry.
You know what? I am kind of the fucking vanguard of this fucking podcast, so I might as well lead us into battle. Let's do it.
Absolutely frontlining for us.
Yeah, the zero fans are begging for you.
Yeah, they're thirsty. They're thirsty for another review.
They're thirsty.
Make it rain on
them. Dude. So after we figured out what we wanted to do this week, I did some Googling, kind of figured out what would I classify as single location. And there's a crap ton of single location movies. Like some of them, you could maybe argue that they're not, but there's still a lot of them that even try to be.
Yeah.
So I'm Googling around. I'm like, oh, you know what? One of them is literally one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's single location. So I had to go with 12 Angry Men.
Whoa!
I knew it.
Never saw it. Ashton actually called this immediately.
I saw it in high school.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
It was very amazing back then. It was very, very revered.
Yeah. I'm sure your immature, malformed mind couldn't comprehend the genius of...
Oh, no. Again, I think, last episode I said anytime that television came in to the classroom, I'm really into it. So, I was into 12 Angry Men. It's a good movie for kids.
It is. Is it like a kid's movie to you? Was that the jab you were making there? This is a fucking kid's movie?
Yeah, just a little. It's childish.
Yeah. I'm sure Adam loves it. All right. So 12 Angry Men. It's about 12 men who are part of a jury that are overseeing this murder case. At the beginning of the movie, the trial has already concluded and the jurors are filing into the other room to, deliberate and decide if this 18-year-old Hispanic boy is guilty of murdering his father.
Whoa. Are they all white men, Bowden?
They actually, so it's in black and white. So I believe they're all white men except for one of the jurors who I think is also Hispanic, but we can't see.
But you couldn't tell because it's black and white.
Well, no, he's got a Hispanic accent, but I can't really place where he's from exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why that matters, but yeah, way to bring race into this, Chase.
Wow, Bowden, the criminal justice system definitely matters when it comes
to paint a picture. Just trying to paint
a bunch of white folks deciding the future of a young Hispanic male. I'm just trying to
paint the picture with one color, Ashton. Jesus. All right, so
there's actually two colors.
Fuck. God fucking. Can we start this over?
It's a cut.
Can we get? All right. So once the beginning of the movie, the trial's already over. They initially when they enter the deliberation room, they cast their votes right away just to see where they all stand. 11 of them find him immediately guilty, with only one man finding him not guilty. And I don't know if this is for every trial or if it's just certain criminal trials, that you need a unanimous decision either way in order to render a verdict. So, everyone's pretty upset with the one guy who says not guilty. They just want to, they think this is an open to shut case. They want to go home, there's a ball game playing on later. They want to get to that. But yeah, essentially,
this kid, I need to watch the game.
Yeah, one of them really says that. Essentially, what ensues for the rest of the movie is the lone dissenter, the not guilty, trying to convince a room of 12 disparate people to come to his side and see his reason. So it's really fucking interesting. Really, the whole movie is them evaluating the events of the trial that was off screen. Evaluating the kind of the two witnesses, and really, this movie more than anything is meant to tackle like the prejudices that are seen in like the American legal system. Like,
yeah,
you'll never hear me like defending the United States in like any of our reviews in any episodes. But like the one place that I would absolutely do so is as far as our judicial system. It's easily the most fair and equitable judicial system in the world. The problem comes.
Wait. What? Go ahead. No. Where's the problem? Identify the problem.
Really, the problem is that ultimately it is a tool used by people, and people are fallible. People make mistakes, but the system itself is extremely fair, and that's what I loved about this movie. It shows both sides of that. Like, the concept of a reasonable doubt is at the core of our legal process, and it's at the core of this movie as well. Really, the lone dissenter, the not guilty man, spends his time trying to get people to see that there is reasonable doubt in this case.
I would say, just real quick, I don't think our legal system is that perfect or anything. It's like,
no, it's not. It's not perfect, but it is the best system in the world. Easily.
Innocent until proven guilty is kind of a joke. In a lot of situations of the world, they'll just hold you. They'll hold you in cells and stuff until they can prove that you're guilty. You're almost always.
No, it's innocent. Yes, it's on the job of the prosecution to convince a jury that you are guilty, not the other way around.
I'm aware. No, I'm aware of that, Bowden. But they will oftentimes, without fully convicting you or having proof, still arrest you. Just with the probable cause that police might manufacture or something. I'm just saying, there's a lot of way. If you're arguing that the fucking system's completely fair and devoid of ignorant men who abuse it, then I don't know.
You're talking about the police. The police, I agree. The police are just tools for the state. I'm talking about the legal process when you're actually like after you're arrested and like when you're tried. Like, I'd
still say there's a few problems there, but
yes, there are problems. No, but it's literally the best system in the world, hands down. Innocent until proven guilty, reasonable doubt. The fact that you're judged by a jury of your own peers is amazing. Like, what?
Can be. Can also not be if they're all racist peers, Bowden. Jot that down.
That's what's so interesting, because there are multiple people on the jury in this movie that are blatantly, one is blatantly racist. He goes on a literal racist tirade about how they, quote, talking about Hispanic people, are like all liars and thieves, and like, it's real bad.
And but like, this is your favorite movie.
Well, yes, because when he does go on that racist tirade, every single other man in this room, like, it's an amazing scene where they all
relate to most.
Okay, don't tie it like that.
Oh my god! My fucking god!
That was your favorite scene, huh? You really.
Bowden's like, he should have went to jail. No trial. No, but I see what you mean. Obviously, there's going to be those people, especially in what year did this take place? It's black and white, but does it take place?
1957 was when
that makes sense then. Pre-civil rights movement, obviously.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is actually a very progressive movie.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, it's a slow kind of reevaluation of the case. And the not guilty man, played by Henry Fonda. Since it's an older movie, I'm not familiar with most of these actors, but that's the one actor's name that I've heard before. So, and he's like the not guilty verdict. But he spends over the course of the movie gets it to a unanimous not guilty decision, and the boy is let go. Like, it's an amazing fucking movie. You see like each prejudices and the innate biases of every man and how they're slowly changed, and the different parts of the trial that each man latched onto and decided their verdict. That each one was tackled in a really smart, clever way, and it's an amazing movie, and it all takes place in the jury room.
I just love them getting to the vote. Like, how long it takes them to get to a vote they all agree on.
Yeah, you know what? It's great because they cast a vote. They cast a vote multiple times, like every maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. They'll say, oh, you know what? Let's cast a vote. Let's see where everyone's at. They'll do an update, and each time maybe there's another not guilty, there's another not guilty, and so on until the end when the final holdout, the guy who's really the main antagonist, he's super stubborn. He finally budges, and it's so good. I have goosebumps thinking about it.
That sounds like a beautiful little story. So it all takes place in the deliberation room, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's where I don't know what it's actually called, but yeah.
I think that's what it is, the deliberation room, where they discuss the verdict, basically what all the jurors are thinking. That's where they assemble to, I think.
You're fond of law.
Well, it reminds me a little bit of the trial of the Chicago 7 that I saw earlier last year. That was a lot indoor as well. That was just the most recent one I saw in the court.
Bowden with the
honestly, we got we definitely got to do a best courtroom movies because there's A Few Good Men, The Verdict, and then Trial of the Chicago 7 will not be brought up at all.
I'm just saying it was the most recent one I fucking saw. That sounds fun though. That sounds like a cool movie.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic movie.
You ever gonna watch it, Chase?
I actually wanted to watch it in preparation for this one, but just because you guys talked about it and it looked all right, but I said no, it sounds too stupid. It sounds like something.
Oh, right.
Sounds like something Bowden.
Very lackluster dialogue, and I'm just I'm interested in more interesting dialogue.
Yeah, it was dumb. It's definitely not relevant at all to today either. True. Good point.
That sounds cool though. That sounds like that's not bad.
Yeah, it sounds all right. It's all right.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, I guess. Yeah.
I can't wait. Mine is so smart and like high concept. I can't wait for Chase to give his, everybody. You're gonna love it. You're definitely gonna be like, wow, definitely a better movie.
It's really good.
Oh my god, degenerate.
Yelling, Bowden, you're screaming.
It's really aggressive, Bowden. Just
aggressively.
Concept.
But on to my movie, which is
here we go.
A beautiful, a very well done, smart, intellectual.
Wait, before we
independent movie.
Hold on. Just before, I just want to know, which cave did archaeologists dig up this movie for him? For you?
Okay. So also,
where did they discover this?
Another black and white film,
Ooh.
Oh no!
Going back for these. Say.
So mine is Clerks. Very well done independent film. It's about two guys from New Jersey, or a few men from New Jersey, that just hang around this convenience store, and that's kind of where it all takes place. They talk about movies, talk about life, very informing stuff. And play hockey, which is great. Go Boston Bruins.
In the convenience store,
all that stuff. Even though, no, on top of the roof, actually.
Oh, yeah.
As most would. But yeah, that's kind of all I have about the single location film.
Clerks. So yeah, guys,
check Clerks out. Check Clerks out.
Also, who did that though? Who did that though?
That Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. Excuse me.
Jason Mewes is also in there.
No. Stop. Listen. Why? Tell me, why is the movie? It takes place. It came out in the 90s, right? So why is it in black and white? Can you tell me?
It was made on a $26,000 budget.
Oh, and the cameras didn't have color in the 90s.
Color? Who needs it?
So wait. When you go to the
maybe it was an art decision. But
no. You said the budget.
A budget decision.
No, so you just said that it's black and white because of a budgetary decision, right? So tell me, when you go to the store, are colored cameras more expensive than black and white ones? Where are those in Best Buy?
I'm sure.
Where's the black and white camera section in Best Buy for me?
I'm sure when it comes to printing film, for a reel, I'm sure color costs a little bit more. That's just my guess. But again, it's a very well done movie.
I'm sorry, they didn't have digital. There was what?
Some would put it up there.
They were still printing film in the 90s?
Oh yeah, of course. Some would say it's up there with 12 Angry Men, but
I'm so gonna kill myself. You guys are gonna see it live on camera.
But it did come out in 1994. 1994. Yeah.
You guys went back for these.
Wow.
I believe a lot of old movies. That's what I'm into.
I had to as well. Not too far though. But
I believe 94. That's the same year that Forrest Gump came out. I think that movie was in color. Was it not?
96, I believe. Bowden.
I think you're incorrect on that one, Chase.
Check it.
But this film is also the first appearance of Jay and Silent Bob, which will, as some people would know, will go down in history.
Oh, you're right, Bowden.
Also come out with a highly rated and anticipated Jay and Silent Bob reboot. A lot of people were looking forward to that.
I gotta be totally honest with you though. the first time I ever saw Jay and Silent Bob was literally the Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back like movie, their own movie, the spinoff, and that was the first time. I still to this day have never seen Clerks. I know that's where like that kind of universe originated, but I've never seen it. And Jay and Silent Bob though, they are I'll give you that, they are hilarious.
Yeah. So the film was made for only $26,000. Kevin Smith had just dropped out of film school, left it, blah blah blah.
Wow.
Fucking
it's a
got
sob
his money
story.
and made this film. He did some casting, picked Jason Mewes, and ended up making 3.5 mil. You know, off of $26,000.
That's
amazing.
So fucking awesome.
That's a good profit.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's truly a groundbreaking independent film, as some would say.
That's awesome. And Kevin Smith deserves it because Kevin Smith is like a dope ass dude and a pretty talented director.
Yeah, he's a funny guy too.
He's made some flops, but he's a cool dude.
In Tusk, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you've ever watched Tusk by Kevin Smith, but Johnny Depp makes a small cameo in there, an uncredited cameo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, does he? I saw Tusk. I forget what he was in that?
Plays, I forget the name, but it's like some old guy, but he's uncredited. He uses a different name, but it is Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tusk was weird.
Yeah. All right, so
very cool.
The anticipated chase.
Very cool.
So I just want to say once again, Chase decided to mock our movies, and I just want to say, Ashton and I chose elevated, intelligent movies.
Elevated.
And Chase, go ahead. What is your decision for your favorite single location movie?
So, guys, we went with our favorite single location films. We didn't go with the objective best. I want to be very clear there, but it just so happens mine is both, guys. 2002, this gem came out, 81 minutes long. That's right. It's called Phone Booth, starring Colin Farrell. It's a psychological thriller. Colin Farrell, Kiefer Sutherland. So basically,
hey, step back from the mic, my guy.
Oh, sorry. Is that too loud? So basically, Colin Farrell plays Stu Shepard, a big-timey New York publicist who, at a glance, living the dream. It seems like he's got it all figured out. He's walking down the strip, New York City. Everything, it's fucking wind in this guy's hair, right? He's got an assistant that he bullies around.
He's got a spring in his step, you could say.
In his step. He's got an assistant that he bullies around. In the first little bit,
wow, what a great character to laugh.
And this all takes place in This all takes place in a single location.
A single location, yes. Yeah.
As he's walking down someplace.
He's walking. So we decided beforehand that the film has to be like 95 or higher percent.
Yeah, okay.
In one location. This is like 95 or higher, at least.
Okay.
So basically, Colin Farrell plays this publicist, Stu Shepard. He's walking down the street in the opening bit when suddenly a phone call starts to happen in a phone booth that he passes by, and nobody is inside this phone booth. And right off the bat, you're like, nah, dude, I'm not answering that.
I always wonder, how do they get that number? Who gets that number? How do you know that number?
That's a good point, Ashton. Can I stop you there right there, Chase? Because you've just rendered useless the conceit of your movie. He wouldn't pick up a random phone call from a phone booth.
Nobody does.
And then the movie doesn't happen.
That's why
he would never pick it up.
That's why it's a fiction. That's why it's a fictional movie. So Stu Shepard being the curious guy that he is, answers this phone because, it could be someone in distress. Who knows? Stu Shepard doesn't know. He's just going in there to answer the phone like he normally would. When suddenly, he set himself up for a bad day. On the phone is actually a serial killer or murderer that has been stalking Stu, has planned this entire day for him, and suddenly he is trapped in this phone booth with this serial killer on the line with a sniper rifle aimed at his chest in one of the many apartments somewhere in New York City that has sight of this phone booth. And the entire film plays out in that phone booth. There's conversation back and forth between Stu and this psychopath that has taken aim at him, so to speak. You find out later that he was directly influenced by him, I guess, in a negative way. Him being a publicist, he kind of shit on something this guy did later. You learn more about that. But the entire time, it's just a drama about this guy in the fucking phone booth, trying to survive, trying to get out of there. there's scenes where people come up and try to go into the phone booth. They're like, hey, I got to make a call. And they start knocking on the fucking glass. And Stu's like, I can't leave. This guy's going to shoot me. And the guy's like, I need to make a call though. And he gets
he just talking to him?
Gets a baseball bat. Not the whole time. He'll call, he'll hang up, he'll call back. It's a lot of shit.
Where's Stu going? Shit happening. So is Stu coming back? Why?
What do you mean? Stu's in the phone booth. Stu is in the phone booth the whole time.
Why? Why wouldn't you just run?
Because he has a sniper aimed on him.
The sniper's that good. He could hit a moving target.
There's a reticle.
In New York City.
Listen, you fucking mongrel. There's a reticle on his chest, on his forehead at all times. Are you going to tell me you're going to take that bet? You're going to take that bet right there? You're going to take the chances that he's going to run?
Who is this guy? Who is this?
You find out later, but it is Kiefer Sutherland. He is the actor. He's the one who plays that. And it's really... Bowden shits on it, but it is a very
Is it like a back and forth thing? Are they on the phone just talking the whole time? And do they become friends at the end? Is that the...
No, absolutely not. Actually, the killer, the caller guy, he actually knows a lot about Stu's love life. He's cheating on his wife. That's a whole side thing. And he's basically doing things like, hey, you got to call your wife and tell her that you're cheating on her. I'm going to fucking shoot you in the chest. Type shit like that. And
is that how he talks?
No, not at all like that. Not at all. That is my imitation.
He talks like Joe Pesci from Goodfellas. That's exactly how it sounds.
Every villain Chase voices is Joe Pesci.
That's how I picture just everyone in a city to sound.
Everybody in New York City.
Like this.
Yeah,
it's true. He has a point though. They all sound
like to get out of the phone booth. I gotta make a call.
Stay in the phone booth, or you're not gonna get my mama's gougache.
What is that?
There is what is gougache actually?
No, I don't think
it's an Italian dish.
No, it's not.
It's an Italian dish. It's similar to the gabagool, if you've ever had that.
Gabagool is capicola, like hot ham. Right. Like, so what are you talking about? Fucking gougache.
It's literally an Italian dish related to the gabagool or the capicola. Yes, that's exactly what it is. You're correct. Good job.
Bowden has the wiki page open right now.
I don't think gougache. I'm like
gougache.
No, I don't think that's fucking anything. But
you've never had gougache.
But eventually,
I don't think it's culturally appropriate. As I was saying, Chase is really into, appropriating.
Also, can I just point out that I think Chase called him Kiefer Sunderland? Isn't it Sutherland, Chase?
I thought he said Sutherland. Sutherland?
Is it Sutherland?
It's Kiefer Sutherland. Isn't he the guy from 24?
I typed it wrong is what happened. Or I copy pasted it wrong. It is Sutherland with a TH. I apologize. Yeah, that's going to happen. I want everyone to know, if anyone's listening, to our two fans, we're going to mispronounce names consistently throughout the entire process of this podcast.
Yep.
Every episode, there's going to be at least one. I would assume at least one.
It's true.
And it's just, we can't do anything about it. We're dumb.
That's why I picked Clerks, because it's a single word name. Kevin Smith, easy key points I have.
White name, very good. Yeah.
That's honestly though, I don't even remember how Phone Booth ends. I just know that Colin Farrell is a mediocre actor, and I would never want to rewatch this movie.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. So you're wrong.
Definitely not wrong.
Bowden, would you admit you're wrong right now in front of us?
Colin Farrell, the man from The Lobster.
Yeah, we're gonna give you one chance here, Bowden.
Right?
What? I'm sorry. Yeah, because The Lobster was definitely a powerhouse performance from Colin Farrell.
Have you ever seen Seven Psychopaths?
No, I haven't.
Fantastic.
That's with is that with 7 different psychopaths?
It is with 7 different psychopaths. But Colin Farrell is a writer and writing a movie.
Plus, he's a gorgeous man.
That takes place in LA, so maybe that could have been a single location movie, just like Chase is taking place in New York.
You have no idea how I thought so hard on any superhero movie that took place in a single location. I'm like, there's got to be one somewhere that maybe I can rework the rules to figure out how I can pick one.
Superheroes are always in people's business.
They're always moving around.
That's the other thing. It's not they're in people's business. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything, but they're always moving around saving people in different places. So yeah, they're always in people's business, bothering people, saving them from crime.
Fucking nosy.
It's crazy that there's so many superheroes and also so much crime. What are the superheroes doing if there's so much crime?
Well, usually superheroes take place in super societies, so that since they're regular criminals, they're also going to be super criminals. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot harder.
But
you
it
fucking
seems
idiot.
like
Maybe use
there's
your head.
a lot of villains. Like even there's like a whole Suicide Squad, like to where there's an overflow of villains that the villains are becoming superheroes.
Yeah, but they're not even villains though. They're kind of just like they're just kind of run of the mill criminal. They're not like out there killing massive amount of people. They're just like
I don't think anybody in DC is actual. Oh, well, yeah, never mind. We got Superman.
Ashton. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
Wonder Woman.
We'll
Aquaman,
take your reject criminal superheroes.
Phone booth, better than 12 Angry Men. We've just decided it. Better
oh my god!
But number one on the rank is Clerks. So thank you, everybody.
Disgusting. There were so many. Do you guys want to talk about any of the other ones that almost made it? There were so many for me that almost made it.
Yeah, there are a lot of good ones.
I almost went with Saw, the original Saw, of course.
My second is The Raid Redemption. A nice Indonesian.
Oh, Ashton, that. I love you so much.
It's amazing film. I seen it about like 5 years ago and was amazing. And that's why I will always, recommend a good foreign film from the two fans out there.
Honestly, I just saw. I've been wanting to watch that movie for a long time because I know it's like one of the best action movies ever made. And I just watched it for the first time last night, and oh my god, that has some of the best martial arts choreography I've ever seen in a movie.
Ever.
Dude, oh my god! At one point, there's one of the criminals is fighting. Oh my god, yeah, it's actually suspenseful too. The way it's sequenced throughout the movie. It's so the way they're climbing this like slumlord's apartment building. Like at one point, one of the criminals is fighting two men at the same time, and then one of the men stabs the criminal in his neck with a shard off of a fluorescent light, like that hangs from a ceiling. And the man continues to fight both of them with the shard in his neck. Like it's amazing. Oh my god, it's dirty, violent.
It's a dirty move.
Scene is when he's fighting throughout the hallway, and he either gets thrown or he throws somebody through like a door, and then like as the door breaks, there's like a jagged piece of the bottom door. And then he like in the sequence of fighting, he like somehow like just slams this dude's neck right onto that piece, and very informative.
Yeah, there's such dude. It's violent. Yeah, there's some creative kills and like it's it's good shit.
Yeah, it's also a good one.
Yeah, The Raid is a good one. It was tough. There's even one that was like the lowest budget movie I might have ever seen, where it's called The Man from Earth, and it's literally just like
as the Clerks, or just Clerks.
Well, honestly, the only budget this movie would have had to pay is just the actors' salaries, and that's it, because they just shoot it in like this little cabin in the middle of like
shot.
Yeah, they shoot. What
they shot?
Are you? You're the grammar Nazi for this episode. You're like going to worry about semantics the whole fucking time. Anyway,
shoot didn't sound correct to me. Okay, they shoot it. Let them shoot.
You've just derailed my entire train of thought. Like you've thrown it off the tracks into a fucking ravine, into a gorge, man.
You've tanked us.
You've tanked the podcast.
We have to cancel the recording completely.
Nah, but The Man from Earth is literally, it's written by someone who is like a head writer for the original Star Trek and Twilight Zone as well. And the movie is basically just about this teacher who's retiring, and he's having this kind of going away party at this cabin. And that's where he decides to reveal to his friends, just on a whim, that he is a 14,000-year-old man who's been wandering the earth. I guess he says he's a caveman, like an early Cro-Magnon. And it's basically the whole movie is them like, he poses the question first as just the fun of like, well, hey, what if I was this? But as it goes on, he's more committed to really just trying to tell them like, I am this man. And it's like basically an interrogation kind of / conversation of basically a fun concept of like, would you be able to prove something like that in the first place? Like if I actually was a 14,000-year-old man who's like immortal traveling the earth, would I be able to prove it? Also, like, I don't know if we're recording like cameras or if it's just audio, but basically Chase and Ashton are mocking me through facial gestures, and it's super rude. I just want to say you might not see me next episode, guys. I hope you've had fun with me.
We're falling apart. Episode.
No, that's the man of the earth, man on earth.
the man from Earth.
The man from Earth sounds great.
No, I'm gonna cut you both off there, Bowden. I was making fun of you because you lost me halfway through. It sounds awful.
Dude, I kind of like toned out for a little.
Yeah, it's just like if you like high concept sci-fi from like things like Twilight Zone or Star Trek.
I see. I like Twilight Zone, but I'm not a fan of Star Trek.
Well, you might not have like given it a chance potentially. I don't know if you've even seen
Probably
it, but
not.
like
No,
it's basically if you like the kind of intellectual commentary and like scientific inquisitiveness from like those kinds of shows, this movie is a great example of that. It's like just really interesting conversations with his friends, like interrogating him, and like it's really cool movie.
That's good.
That sounds fun.
That's an amazing recommendation.
I got some other ones I want to talk about. Snakes on a Plane. Revolutionary single location movie.
You dare mock me. And you fucking I'm dumb, dude. I'm about to rage quit.
Snakes on a Plane, Samuel Jackson. Honestly, revolutionized B-rated horror flicks, I think, in a way that we haven't seen before. And now they just won't stop coming out.
Does the Truman Show count?
Truman Show counts.
You know what? I would have had Truman Show on my list because that's also one of my favorite movies of all time. But I don't know if we can call it that. It's like takes place in an entire. Like I know it's a stadium.
Like, I know. For anybody who hasn't seen it, but
it's no. It's like a 30-year-old movie. It's a 30-year-old movie.
Oh yeah, I think you can spoil it now.
It's like I know it takes place in a stadium, so I could see your points, but that's a pretty large like surface area, don't you think, for like a single location?
Yeah, and we've also decided to keep it out of people's heads as well. Like nothing that was entirely in someone's head, for instance.
Technically, it's a simulation in some sort, so I would think that takes place in one place. Like The Matrix. Think about it.
Whoa, Ashton, if you're arguing the simulation, my other one comes in here, Source Code, with Jake Gyllenhaal here. Whole thing's kind of a simulation, but you learn that at the end. And that was a fun one.
It's good.
Piggybacking off of Chase's, I think Duncan Jones directed Source Code. He also directed another. I mean, I could see your argument for a single location for that because it takes place in his mind, right?
Yes, but also they don't move from where they are. So it's kind of both. I mean, they do not move technically. Well, yeah.
That's funny because like Duncan Jones also directed another single location movie called Moon, and it just takes place like in a
Does any space movie count?
Not any space movie because Star Wars definitely isn't.
I was just trying to picture one, like a space film that, like,
Interstellar definitely doesn't. They travel pretty.
Oh yeah, they do. I'm just trying to remember it because what's
Gravity.
That one we just saw? Midnight Sky. Never mind.
Midnight Sky. Not really.
What's the one with John Goodman? Cloverfield.
Oh, 10 Cloverfield Lane. I have that on my list. That's a good movie. I
also wrote that down. Yep.
I'm just a huge John Goodman fan. Is it John Goodman? Yeah. Right.
Phenomenal.
What's his name?
Have you guys?
Think so? Mr. Fred Flintstone?
No, keep going. Phenomenal.
Fred Flintstone, is that a single location? It all takes place in Bedrock?
I think we're just shooting for stars here. No?
What's the name of the Flintstones town?
Bedrock.
Is it Bedrock?
Bedrock.
I think it's. Is that where he works? Does he work at Bedrock? Nah.
No, I think that's the town.
Yeah, I think it's definitely Bedrock.
I was mixing it up with Rock Bottom from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Bikini Bottom.
Bikini Bottom. Think about it.
No, guys, listen. If we're not a video podcast, your little facial gestures and quips, they're not gonna get the jokes, guys. Just a heads up.
No, I was doing it because he was a little loud. So now I'm cutting this a little bit. No. But I was doing that because he was just a little too loud. So I was like,
but also, Rock
Bottom. You don't have your camera on, so you kind of can't talk to us.
Yeah, you can't. You can't discuss the visuals.
Rock Bottom was a town in SpongeBob. It was the slum that SpongeBob accidentally went to. They made a joke out of an episode where he goes to the ghetto for one episode, and it's like a joke.
It's terrifying. And
it's not bad. Yeah. It's not bad. It was
very goes to the ghetto.
That scarred me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a young white kid who
Only
doesn't know
lives
about
in
the
the
ghetto, it
suburbs.
would scar you.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but let's talk about a good movie, since you guys don't really want to. Have you guys seen Ex Machina?
Yes.
I have not.
Yes,
been on
that's
my list
amazing.
for years.
Shout out to Oliver Cheatman. Saturday Night, amazing song. It's featured in that film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's when Oscar Isaac dances with the girl.
Oh yeah. Ex Machina, for anyone who hasn't seen it, which probably not a lot of people, it's a pretty good movie. It's basically about a coder who works for this like internet company, and he's invited to this like mountain estate owned by the CEO of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he does it because he wins a competition, but really it's more so because the CEO wants him to perform.
He chose him, right?
I think he
I thought
did.
That's a, like kind of him.
I forget.
He tells him that.
Oh, okay.
I chose you. I think.
It's been a while since I've seen it. You might be right, but yeah, he wants him there because he wants him to perform the Turing test on what the CEO claims is the world's first true AI. He basically wants the coder to assess the machine's, ability to demonstrate like a human-like intelligence.
It's amazing.
And
it's an amazing film.
Yeah, it's a very slow burn psychological movie for anyone who enjoys that kind of stuff. But like, what really makes it so good is it's such a cool allegory for like misogyny, because the robot is like a beautiful woman. She has like a robot body, but like a beautiful human face. And Oscar Isaac plays the CEO who invented her, and he kind of treats her like a tool. He like fucks her whenever he wants to.
Of course.
The girl is in Crazy Rich Asians. I forgot her name.
Oh yeah, Alicia Vikander. She's like a pretty good actress. But like he plays like the misogynist, and like Donald Gleason, who plays like the coder, he plays like the nice guy. He doesn't literally play a nice guy, but that's like who he represents. And
that's
like the nice
as in the IMDb, nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy. But he plays like the typical nice guy you see in real life, the person who is like kind to women, sympathetic to women. But even that, they're
just a regular guy.
But that's all proportional to how attractive a woman is in the first place. Like, how much does the guy want to fuck her? Like, and it's such a clever movie. It's so good.
And that is it this week on the Film Knobs pod. Catch us again next week for whatever stupid fucking topic we decide to do next. Follow us on Twitter at the Film Knobs. We're going to be a little more active there. Follow Bowden on Letterboxd at Bowden, his name. And give me a follow, I guess, on Twitter at Certainly Chase. Or on Letterboxd as well at ChaseCTM. Ashton, have anything you want to plug?
No. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find all our
except the
social
Film Knobs
description.
podcast on any social media, and check us out everywhere else.
Follow me on Twitter too. You'll have my social will be in the description. It's just my name with an underscore at the end. I post all my Letterboxd stuff there too, in case you don't follow me on Letterboxd.
All right.